Hi everyone, my name is James and today I'm going to be unpackaging a new video lighting solution that I have purchased from Amazon. It's a 2-light setup that promises RGB control for red, green, blue. It states that it has color temperatures from 2800 Kelvin all the way up to 8500 Kelvin, so that should be kind of interesting to play with different color possibilities. So here's the case. I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside. It's got zippered pockets on two sides. So there's one zippered pocket. Here's another zippered pocket. In the first zippered pocket, it looks like we've got a couple light stands. Those are always handy. So I'll set one of those up. And then a second light stand. And they've got Velcro tabs in here, which makes it kind of nice to hold them in place so they're not rattling around. Something dropped on my foot. And set that one up as well. All right. I'm going to just see what I dropped over here. This is a mounting piece to attach the tripod to the light. So we've got a second one of those, so we've got two of those attachment pieces. And then a remote control for the gear. And then I cheated a little bit. Here's one of the power cords for one of the lights. I just wanted to make sure that it was running smoothly before I started up the video gear here. And then a second one, which I have yet to unwrap. And then these are designed for multiple countries. So for United States, we've got a 2-pin standard wall connection, and it goes into the wall adapter like that. Clicks right in. All right. So we've got that much on the table. Now going to go to the other side of the bag. I should just do a quick interior shot, get rid of the extra plastic. So the bag has nice Velcro straps to hold the light stands in place. Then this side has the video lights. So I'll take those out. Set the bag to the side. And this one I'd kind of torn open a little bit earlier. So very slim flat panel. And again, nice slim flat panel. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit just to give a little bit clearer view. Look at how thin that is. That's incredible. LED lights nowadays. And then on the back side, what's nice about these lights is that you can either put the Sony style NP batteries in for power source, or you can plug in the adapters that come with the lights. So that's a nice feature if you're using it at remote settings. So now I'm going to just show a little bit here. This is the back of the light and the front of the light, the wall adapter, the mounts for attaching to the tripods or to the light stands, and then the remote control. So I'm going to begin by attaching these. And you'll notice that on the clip, there's an extra pin to hold it so that it doesn't twist when it's on the light stand. I find one of the easiest ways to attach these is to loosen up the light stand arm and then just spin it into place. Do that on the other side. So again, finding that tab and making sure that it inserts when we screw in the adapter. And then again, I'm going to just loosen up the arm on the light stand. So I've got my wall wart connected. On the back of the light, there's a jack for the power to go in. So we'll just get that pressed into place. And then there's a power switch, so I'm going to flip that to the on state. All right. Once again, I'm going to aim this toward myself so you can see on my shirt the change of intensity. So this is a 2-position toggle. So you press it once, you get the power setting, press it again, you get the color temperature. So here I press it so I'm in the power setting and I can adjust the amount of power that's being output. Press it again, I can change what the color temperature is, what the balance of LEDs are. From more of a yellow to more of a blue. Try that on the tabletop, see if that makes a difference. I'm going to dial it all the way down to the yellow end of the spectrum, so you see that on the tabletop. That's kind of a yellow light. You can tell a little bit by the cast on my shirt. I'm going to spin it all the other direction. So there you're probably starting to see that's a little bit more of a white light. Going to dial it all the way up to 8500 Kelvin. There you can see that my shirt has gotten quite a bit more blue. And just go one more time back to the opposite side of the spectrum. So this is the 2500 Kelvin, and you can see how red my shirt has become. I'll also mention that the power cords have a nice Velcro strap, so it's easy to wind them back up again, and there's quite a few feet of length on these, so they should be able to reach an outlet pretty easily. I like to plug my stuff into extension cords, and again, because these are LED lights, low amperage, I can plug in a couple on a simple lamp extension cord. Okay, so this is fun now. Got the remote control. Just discovered, very easy to do, but you need to make sure that you program it to match the same group and channel as the light. So right now I have both of these lights set on group A, channel number 1. So this remote is also now set at group A, channel number 1. And from my hand, I can now quickly increase the intensity, decrease the intensity, going to bring up the intensity, and then I'm also going to change the color. So it's now very yellow. I'm going to change it to be much more blue, and hopefully that kind of shows up on my shirt and my body. I'm going to bring it back down to the very yellow. And you can see how that's affecting on my shirt and on the background. Now I've got a lot of extra lights going on right now in the scene. I've got some normal daylight balanced lights coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn those off so that we're getting the light just from the new video light package. Now I can take the color balance using the remote and just simply click to change the color schemes. I think that's pretty cool. So the great thing about this for my work is I primarily shoot still photography, but I am doing more and more video, and the ability, especially in video, to match whatever the light source in the room. So if it's old home with the old incandescent lamps, if there's window light coming in, if it's a cloudy day, so you need bluer than normal light, if it's daylight coming in through a window and you want to balance out to daylight. So this gives me a bit of flexibility, which I think is really cool. So one of the things I didn't know on the back of the light is if I press and engage the button and hold it, it will change the light setup. So I'm going to go, it was in scene, now it's in CCT. Now it's an HSL, hue, saturation, and level. And you can probably see in the background that this is a fairly red light coming out through here. Change where my other light is heading. And I guess my cameras are doing auto color balance, so let me try and swap sources. So this is very red. Gonna click over to the hue. Now I'm changing the hue. I've gotten very green. Now I'm into the blue range. Now more of an indigo. Getting more into a purpley blue. And now much more purple magenta. And I'm going to change camera source so we can see what that looks like on the dial. So again, right now I'm in the hue setting. Whoops. Click back into the hue. It's going through the 360 degrees of the color wheel. You can see a little bit of that on the table here. Part of this is that these lights are so bright and my auto color balance is kind of overcorrecting. So that's hue, saturation, level. And now we're into RGB. So with everything turned all the way up, it's as white as white can be. Can change the red component and the green component. And I should have a blue light coming through. And the scene looks like there's some sort of strobe effect going on. Well, that's kind of cool. Police effect. This is really neat. That's kind of cool, kind of a disco vibe. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to broaden out the scene just a little bit more and bring a couple mannequins in to kind of give you an idea of what the lights look like playing against each other. This is something that's done in the theater quite often. Is it's two-color lighting, so they'll have one gelled light from one angle, another colored gel from another, and it helps bring out the three-dimensional surface of whatever is on stage. This is also used quite a bit in photography to show three-dimensional shape. So I've got one light now set at 2500 Kelvin and the other one at 8500 Kelvin. And that's it for this video.